Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited, and today I'm doing another Banlist Banters. So what are you picking?
Another one?
Another one.
Another one?
Another one. Don't forget to like the video if you would like to see more Banlist Banters. This is where me and Spidey, we pick our whatever cards on the ban list, we flip-flop them, and we make whatever we want because this is our ban list and not Konami's, and we can do whatever the hell we feel like it. And if you'd like to see more Banlist Banters, definitely leave cards, you know, maybe recommend it in the comments. Maybe we'll pick one. So let's get on into this. I'm picking a card from 1, and I am putting it to 3. Now, what are you picking?
I'm picking a card from 3 and I'm putting it to 1.
Oh, so we're doing the opposite effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The card I'm talking about is a card that I personally think it's a sin that it's not fucking at 3. It should be at 3 because it's a part of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. They should put Final Countdown to 3.
Shit. Why?
You want to know why? And I really mean it. Back in the day, we had like 4 ways to win. We had Exodia, we had Burn, we had Deck Out, and we had Final Countdown. And I feel like with it at 1, it never see any play anymore. Is it an annoying thing to deal with? Yeah. If it was at 3, yeah, like people would use it. And you know what? Honestly, if you could hold out and stall me out for fucking 20 turns, you fucking deserve that motherfucking win. I mean that shit.
Did you ever see the story about why self-destruct button is no longer?
I don't remember, but
it was because of a tournament, because somebody was doing the exact shit that you're talking about, just being a fucking troll and exposing certain cards, and the guys like, I'm not even fucking playing. What the hell, judge? And the judge is like, yeah, it's legal. You can do that. And then you got flipped the table over.
Good. I personally feel, well, you know what it is? Self-destruct button ends in a draw. There's really no end, like, you know, your
final destruction does this. Final destruction ends in a win. All you gotta do is activate Waboku and fucking the rainbow life points.
Yeah, but this is all before we had fucking crazy Omni negates and shit.
Yeah, because that'll stop that.
Yeah.
Jinzo.
Yeah. Jinzo. Do whatever. But we have Omni negates, and it's still not like it doesn't cost you 2,000 life points to fucking activate.
Only 2,000?
So?
You know, this used to be a channel where people were so creative. We used to promote creative gameplay. You hear this man? He's promoting troll. This is like the second video that you're promoting troll decks. What's up with you?
No. I personally think that, honestly, I think that Final Countdown is not bad. It has no effect on the game. Nobody uses it. Ever. When was the last time you faced someone that used Final Countdown on you? Really think about that. Has to be at least 10 years.
No, I definitely faced that in the last 3 months.
No, you're lying.
Yes, I definitely faced one where somebody drew it, they got it off, and then they kept doing their trap cards to stop.
And I guarantee you didn't lose.
Yes, I did, because how could I get to them? They kept blocking it every turn. They kept doing cards where, like, what's that, because it's not just the trap cards, you got the 1 day apiece. There's so many cards, you go, oh, we don't take no damage for the next
1 day apiece is at 1.
Yeah, but how many do you need? There's the thing, like, they had something for every turn. Battle Fader.
20 turns, my nigga. 20 turns. Are you kidding me? That card should be at 3 with no fucking backlash. We live in a turn 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the games end in 3 fucking turns. You're telling me that you're gonna fucking build whatever deck and have it focused where you're going to try to survive for 20 games? Are you serious? It's never gonna happen. You can run whatever.
You said it's nigger gonna happen.
This
nigger's gonna happen.
But it's like, it's never going to. You're never going to see something like that.
Every time you say never, I get so triggered. This nigger's gonna happen. It's nigger gonna happen. You're nigger gonna see it. I'm like, what are you saying to me right now? Alright, I hear your argument. You think the game has moved beyond that? It's too strong.
Yes.
It's not going to really exist.
And to be fair, even if it was a 3, I actually would not hate to see it. When I see traditional old school burn, I don't care. If you're using Trickstar burn, then I'm pissed off. But if you're using old school burn, I don't care. If you face someone that try to deck you out with anything other than runics, do you care?
Yes. I hate every deck that plays solitaire. I hate every deck that promotes degeneracy or promotes no type of interaction.
The only troll thing that I don't like is I don't like when I'm facing a troll deck and then the moment that I'm getting clear advantage and I'm going to win, they just scoop and leave. If I sat there and I endured your stupidity where it's lingering, you're gonna let me get this.
You're strap down and shut up, and you're gonna take this out because you tried it.
You're gonna take the L.
Yeah, because you tried it. You tried it. And I caught you, and now I got to fucking go. And now I like that. I like that viewpoint. I think that should be a general rule that exists everywhere. That if you play a troll deck, you cannot forfeit. You can't. You have to sit back and get the living shit beat out of you, even if you win. Because even if I don't get to beat you in the duel, I get to beat you up in real life. That's how I feel about Final Countdown. Ugh. Now, the card I wanted to address, as you guys can see in the title, Cyber Angel Benten. It's not the craziest card, but I think because it's not a hard once per turn, you should limit it. You don't see it in the most crazy decks. You only see it in one deck. It's only in fairy decks, so it's not that crazy of a card. But because
is it once per turn?
No, it's not. You can keep using it, and the fact that the fairy deck can also keep recycling it with the other two cards, where they let you send it from the graveyard back.
But I feel like it again because it's just not relevant. Because
it's not relevant. The card you just argue is not relevant, so it shouldn't be.
Yeah, because it's not relevant, it should come back. But if a card should get banned, it should be relevant.
The ban list should only revolve around cards that don't you. Okay.
It should be the opposite for each end. If a card is irrelevant. And would be irrelevant if it came back, it should come off. And if a card is busted and not on, should be put on. That's how things should be.
In your brain.
In my brain.
In your brain. On your list.
I think it should be probably eroded and have it be a once per turn effect. That I think is true.
Yeah,
because I have seen Benten be abused before. It's not currently being abused, but it could definitely be abused in the future. So that I understand and I get you.
You know what's really tough? Like when I was thinking about cards to put on the list, it's like I automatically go to cards that have like, bad text written, like poorly written text that are like, should be fixed or should be addressed in some shape or form. Because it's very hard for me, like the way that the game moves today is so fast and so weird that like even when I'm thinking about the best decks like Snake Eyes Fire King, when you look at those deck lists, they only play one of the best card anyway because they have other cards to help recycle it. So I never really know what can I touch in this deck that would hurt this deck. So it's like with Poplar for the Fire King for Snake Eyes, but then when you go to Fire Kings, it's like they play the Fire Kings at one. What the hell can I touch in that? It's even the birds you don't need because they just. Unless you ban the spell card, like I don't know what to touch in those bigger decks. So then I automatically revert to, well, let me just touch something that I know I could create an argument for because the text isn't once per turn. Final Countdown could come back because the game was so fucking crazy. Like you said, it wouldn't make a fucking splash in the metagame. It'd just be, and I agree with that point. I just think that it's not fair to players not to sit across from that shit.
It's true
because nobody's prepared for that.
You know what it is? I'm a big believer in. If you make it, then just deal with it. Like, to be fair, it's like...
You made your bed.
Yeah.
Sit in it.
Konami made that card, made that pretty much like a feasible deck, and now that it exists, don't fucking like... Especially if it's irrelevant, just because it's a dirty side of Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't fucking... Let's just never acknowledge it ever again. No. It existed.
So Yatagarasu could come back.
It is. They eroded it and it's shit.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, and in all honesty, and I mean this to death.
Trap Dust
Yes. When I first met you, you used fucking Final Countdown. And you know what? In a lot of ways, I liked it. I liked facing Final Countdown. I'm one of the very few people that actually enjoy facing it.
Because you like the challenge of I have 20 turns to get over your
Yes, I really like that. I do like that. And I stand by it. So yeah, see if you agree with us. Like the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Check out our 2 previous videos. Check out my Instagram. And
our Discord server. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and click that bell for notifications. If you're old, you have 20 turns to do something.
You have 20 videos in the future from us to like before we quit again. Yeah.
And we didn't really quit. COVID happened.
I quit. I was too tired. I'm old. I'm in my 30s. Like Spidey.
No. Cancel this video.